Namaste and welcome back to Reader Mystic. In June 2024, something truly extraordinary took place at the revered Vithala-Rukmini Temple in Pandharpur. An event so remarkable that it could reshape our understanding of modern Vithal worship and rewrite centuries of spiritual tradition. During a routine maintenance work, workers stumbled upon a small 2 by 2 feet opening that led into a sealed underground chamber untouched for generations. The inner chamber measured 5 by 5 feet. Inside this 25 square foot space lay a breathtaking discovery. Ancient idols of God Vishnu, including a depiction of Venkatesh, a fierce form of Mahishasura sacred footprints etched in stones, and centuries old coins that some believe to date back to the 12th century. It was during the Yadava period, the same era in which the Vitthal-Rukmini Temple is thought to have been constructed. The revelation sparked awe, confusion, and deep reflection. Whether the god Vithal worshipped today is the same deity who inspired countless saints, or whether Pandharpur is now uncovering a far older and richer spiritual lineage. This discovery holds profound significance. It isn't just intriguing, it feels like a call to explore its meaning, to understand how this moment might reshape the story of a sacred icon and the soul of a tradition. For generations, the chant of Jai Hari Vithal has echoed through the soul of Maharashtra, drawing millions of Varkaris to Pandharpur, where devotion beats like a drum. But now, with the discovery of the hidden chamber, an age-old question re-emerges. A question which might have a link to the recent archaeological finding. Could it be that the original idol of God Vithal, the very form that stirred the devotion of saints like Dyaneshwar and Namdev, was at some point in history lost due to changing circumstances and quietly replaced to preserve the continuity of worship and faith? Why would such a revered temple seal away such powerful artifacts? What were they protecting them from? Or is there a single most hidden meaning in the compilation of the artifacts itself? The answer may lie in learning the history of invasions, upheaval, and whispered decisions made to preserve something immensely sacred. So stay tuned as we explore the various possibilities. Let us turn back to the early 16th century. This was the time of shifting power, when the Deccan trembled under threats from rulers like Nizam Shah and Adil Shah. In the year 1513, the sacred idol of Vithal was under threat. It was then that the mighty Emperor Krishnadev Raya of Vijayanagara, a patron of faith and learning, stepped in to protect the deity. With reverence and resolve, he arranged for Vitthala's journey to the south, away from the shadows of destruction. He established and consecrated the idol at the Vijaya Vithala Mandir, the ruins of which are still accessible to the public today. This majestic temple was originally completed during the reign of Dev Raya II, the one who ruled Vijayanagara between 1422 and 1446. It was later rebuilt, modified, and expanded by Krishnadev Raya, who ruled this empire from 1509 to 1529. This is the very same temple, the very famous temple that houses 56 musical pillars. This is an enduring symbol of devotion to Vithalla and breathtaking example of the architectural brilliance of that era. The miracle continues to awe all who witnesses it. But why exactly he chose to take the idol may forever remain a mystery. There are many legends around the Krishnadev Raya and God Vithal, which are now lost in the folds of time. Yet to me, its significance transcends mere historical legends. It carries with it a profound symbolism, a convergence of sacred ideas and eternal truths. Firstly, the idol itself, as described in ancient Puranas, was not just a revered object. The design embodies an exquisite union of two great deities, Shiva, which is Hara, and Vishnu, which is Hari. If you look closely, the Vithalla statue has an object like cylindrical Shivalinga on his head. Some believe that the idol has striking resemblance to the Yaksha Vaishnava form of idols found across the ancient subcontinent. The divine synthesis wasn't simply theological, it was deeply philosophical. The Hari and Hara form stood from the harmony between opposing cosmic forces, preservation and destruction, stillness and transformation. This image, this unity, finds echoes in the history too. Vindarana, a notable guru who initiated the great Vijayanagar Empire by providing wealth, knowledge, and wisdom to Hari and Hara, and Bukkaraya, the founders of the great Vijayanagar Empire. Moreover, the ruling dynasty at the same time was named as Sangama dynasty. Sangama meaning union or confluence in Sanskrit. This was not just a family name or a clan name, it was a philosophical statement. The dynasty's identity may well have been shaped by the same principle the idol represented, a merging of divine forms, traditions, and visions into a coherent and inclusive whole. The idea of Shiva and Vishnu in perfect union. Then, in 1530, the call of love and faith rose once more. Sant Bhanudas, moved by divine longing, accepted to bring Vithalla home. Through danger and disruption, he did just that. His Abhangas aren't mere songs, they are chronicles of divine return. But peace was short lived. In the year 1659, Afzal Khan marched towards Pandharpur. Fearing desecration, the temple priests moved the idol to Madha, hiding the god. Again in 1681, under Aurangzeb's rule, Vithal idol was hidden in a well of Mr. Patil. The well was in Degaon, where he waited in darkness for 4 years until it was safe to return. These acts weren't just acts of protection, they were acts of living devotion, where faith became action and the god became a traveler sheltered by love. Whispers of another idol, one safely resting in the village of Mada, a village approximately 50 kilometers from Pandharpur, have floated among scholars and saints. This idol, they say, matches the ancient description more closely than the one in the Pandharpur today. Is it the original? Ancient scriptures like the Pandurang Mahatmya chapters mentioned in Skanda Purana, Padma Purana, and Vishnu Purana, also the heartfelt verses of Namdev and Dyaneshwar describes a Digambar or unclothed form, a certain calm expression on the idol, the iconic Katyavar Hath or hands on hips, and a mantra etched on the chest. These features that some say appears in the Mada idol but not in the Pandharpur one. There is yet another reference. The stone quality of the Vittal idol in Mada and the stone quality of Rukmini idol in Pandharpur has striking similarity. Could it be that while the world believed Vittal stayed still, he was in fact carried hidden, mirrored, and reborn through shifting sands of time? Did he actually return back from Vijayan Vithalla temple to Pandharpur at all? And why are there songs written about Vithalla being Kannada? Let us know more. The invocation of Kannada in devotional songs like Kannada Raja Pandaritha and Kannada O Vithalu is far more than a linguistic flourish. It is profound acknowledgement of deep historical and spiritual ties between Kannada speaking region and the worship of God Vithal. The term Kannada Raja or Kannada Raja refers to Vithal as the king from the Kannada land. This title is rooted in the deity's widespread reverence across both Maharashtra and Karnataka. While Pandharpur in Maharashtra is the epicenter of Vithal's devotion, The roots of this worship extends into Goa and Karnataka. Karnataka, where the Haridasa movement flourished, saints like Purandaradasa, Kanakadasa composed thousands of Kannada hymns in praise of Vithalla, embedding him deeply into the cultural and spiritual fabric of Karnataka. The connection also finds resonance in the etymology of the name Vithalla. Some scholars suggest that it may have originated from the Kannada word from Vishnu, further reinforcing the deity's southern lineage. The name Kannada also brings to mind the ancient sage Acharya Eknath, known for his teachings on atoms and metaphysics. His ideas represent how knowledge spreads everywhere, much like a god who rises above all boundaries of caste, language, and region. Sant Eknath's poetic use of Kannada Vithal in Marathi Abhangas is a testament to his cultural confluence. It reflects a devotional unity that surpasses regional identity, where rivers Bhima and Krishna carry not just water but centuries of shared faith. Both the Tungabhadra River, once known as Pampa, from which the sacred city of Hampi emerged and became the heart of Vijayanagar Empire, home to the famed Vijaya Vithalla Temple, and the Chandrabhaga or Bhima River, on whose bank stands the revered Vitthal-Rukmini Temple in Pandharpur, the epicenter of Vithal devotion, ultimately flows into the Krishna River. This elegant convergence of geography, history, and devotion across regions speaks about love for unity and synthesis. It's remarkable how these rivers not only nourished mighty empires and spiritual movements, but also came together in nature, much like the Hari and Hara, divine expressions in different forms. In the 1980s, Ramchandra Chinta Mandhere stirred waves with his bold theory. The current Vittal idol may not be the original idol from the Yadava period. His research, compiled in Dakshinetsa Vittal, pointed at two ancient texts, iconography, and even mantra inscription as a proof. His finding divided minds. Some were fascinated, others were outraged. In a sense, the reference to Kannada in Vittal Bhakti is not about geography alone. It is about the seamless flow of devotion across borders, the shared heartbeat of two cultures, and the enduring truth that the divine belongs to all who seeks him. Later, scholars like Dr. Satish Kadam and the art historians such as G. H. Khare and J. A. Dalry took up the search. They studied temple inscription, devotional literature, and even statue designs through the ages. With the opening of the hidden chambers in 2024, their work has taken a new meaning. Each artifact and carving is now being studied with renewed passion. Could these relics confirm long-held speculations? Might they finally offer a clue to the face of the first Vithalla, the one whispered in the Puranas, sung in the Abhangas, and echoed in the centuries of hymns? The mystery deepens, not as a shadow cast upon faith, but as light refracted through centuries, illuminating new dimensions of devotion. Whether Vithal once stood beneath Vijayanagar arches, hid in the sanctity of Mada, or waited in still waters of Degaon no longer matters. For he was never bound to temple of stones, but carried quietly and fiercely in the hearts of his people, his Varkari. Through war, exile, and silence, it wasn't ritual alone that survived. It was love. A love fierce enough to cradle a god in lullabies, to protect him in memory, to wrap him in whispered stories by firelight. He walked not with conquerors, but with the devoted, with the devotees. Not on thrones, but in songs sung by farmers and weavers and saints. The chamber revealed in 2024 may hold forgotten relics, but its true revelation lies elsewhere. Not in the discovery of a god, but in the remembrance of those who never let him go. It does not ask us, where was Vithal hidden? But rather, where has he always been? In the hearts of the forgotten, in the silence of the oppressed, in the steadfast hopes of generation. For gods may disappear from monuments, but they are never truly lost. And perhaps in searching for Him, we uncover more than a deity. We uncover a piece of ourselves. A truth that faith is not in finding, but in caring, not in claiming, but in remembering. Jai Hari Vithal.